Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, the well-rounded woman. I am so excited about today's show because guess what? It's all about the little people. Where are my little friends at? Today I'll have a special guest with me, my daughter, my oldest daughter, and she'll be doing a few cooking activities that you can do at home with your children. Remember, this is a budget-friendly channel, so please do not go out and buy a bunch of new things. Use something that's around your home. Also, we want to be careful going in and out of these stores when not necessary. But before we get to the cooking part, I do want to share a few ideas that you could do at home with the children in the backyard. It is the 4th of July weekend coming up, and I'm not sure if everybody celebrates it, but for those who do, children love color and sparkles and things like that. So make it as fun as you could. We know that we're used to going out to fireworks shows and things like that, but because of the quarantine, we want to make sure we stay as safe as possible. So if you don't want to be out in those crowds, which I suggest you not, I would just go to your local store and pick up some little sparkles, those little things that you light up and they spit out the fire that anybody can hold. Also, those little things we used back in the day where you squeeze them and you just throw them on the ground, they pop. You know what I'm talking about. But be safe as possible. Again, they're giving warnings and giving you different ideas of how to play safe during this time of the year with the fireworks. So please use precaution when doing anything during this holiday. Some things that you could buy at your local store also, like Target, are bubbles. All the little ones love bubbles. I even found these at the local Dollar Tree. And there was, what, 2 for $8 in a pack for $1. These right here were at your local Hobby Lobby, and Hobby Lobby has all of their patriotic items on 40% off. Yes, 40% off. So make sure it's fun, but make sure it is not expensive and not breaking the bank. On the other note, we'll be doing some baking activities. Alani will be sharing 3 activities: strawberry smoothies with bananas in it, and also a Capri Sun. And I know y'all have one of those around the house. She'll also be making tie-dye cupcakes. They're the cutest. She has little sprinkles and different things on them. She even added fruit to some of them. Guess what color? Red, white, and blue? Yep, you're right, strawberries. And her last thing was making pigs in a blanket on a little cutesy tray that's red, white, and blue with a bag of chips or whatever your child's choice is. Whatever your child's choice is, just a little snack so that they can enjoy the festive holiday season along with you.
So first we're going to start off with this classic white cake mix. Next we will be using some canola oil. We also have some funfetti icing that comes with sprinkles on the top. We'll need 3 eggs. We will also be using some food coloring, preferably red and blue. Next we'll need some cupcake cups, some miniature ones and normal sized. We'll need a big bowl to put our cake mix in. We will also be using some measuring cups. You will need some sort of mixing tool, and if you have one, an electric mixer. So we're going to start by mixing all of our ingredients together. We'll be using 3 eggs. You will need 1/3 cup of canola oil or vegetable oil. And also 1 cup of water. Now we will start by mixing all of the ingredients together with our spatula. So now we're going to bring out the electric mixer to make sure it's evenly stirred. After that, make sure it's mixed well. And now we will be putting it in our cupcake holders. We don't have circular cupcake pans, so we're going to be using this squared one, and you will see that it does change the size of the cupcakes in the end, but you can also make it work. We'll also be putting the mini cupcake batter in. For this part, we're going to need dye and a toothpick. We will be mixing the dye and making it look like a tie-dye effect. Now that we have both sets of cupcakes done, we're going to put them in the oven. Now our cupcakes are done and we will be taking them out of the oven and letting them cool for some time. Once the cupcakes are done cooling, we will begin with icing. So I have a piping bag here, and we're going to be using one of the nozzles. So when using icing, I like to use a cup and put the piping bag around it so it's easier to take it out when ready to use. Now you will cut the tip of the piping bag so that the icing can come out, and you don't have to make it perfect. It's however you want. Now we're going to be working on the bigger ones. So as you can see, they did overflow, and that's when you use too much batter. So I'm just going to be cutting around the sides to make it more even and level. Then, using the same method, we will put the icing in the piping bag. And for this one, it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to do a different type of way that we're going to spread the icing on the cupcakes. So now we are using a butter knife to smooth around the icing. It's not going to be perfect, but it works. This right here is one of my favorite parts. Tastes delicious. And now I'm just placing 3 strawberries on each cupcake. And then we're gonna go in and add the little green leaves from the strawberries to make it look fancy. So this next recipe is going to be strawberry banana smoothies. So first we're going to get this silicone palette where we're going to put water in them. And then we're going to freeze them and put them in the freezer. And now I'm just cutting off the tops of the strawberries and slicing them into smaller pieces so it's easier for them to blend in the blender. I like to put my stuff in a container just to keep it all together. And now I add ice to the blender, the bananas and the strawberries, and sometimes more ice. We also have the Capri Sun that we're going to be using. Throughout the process, add sugar as much as you want. Then add your Capri Sun. Once it's done, we put it in a cute little mason jar and it's ready to go. Since it is still 4th of July colors, we're going to be adding blue food coloring to make one of the smoothies blue. And just mix it around and you'll get your blue color that you want. Now we add the ice cubes and that is it for that recipe. For our last recipe, we're going to be using crescent rolls and hot dogs. Voila! There they are. Delicious.
I hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, I do want to thank you all for supporting me with your sharing, your liking, your subscribing, and your comments. It all helps. And I do want you to know that I'm greatly appreciative of you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.